Thanks for tuning into the Pre-Patch Podcast. Check out these patch notes.
Let's talk about the FTC. We haven't talked about Xbox. Well, I don't know. Okay, I have not talked about Xbox. Again, I keep saying we have not. You guys may have, but
we did a little bit.
You guys did. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
what is your thoughts here on
Good.
one, the Game Pass up, and then also this, the FTC basically going, hey,
They
you
were
guys
fucking pointless.
can't
Yeah.
do this. No.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, there was no reason for them to up the prices. They gave no actual like validation for any of the price hikes.
Yeah.
So yeah,
we,
no, good.
We covered it pretty heavy, but it's dumb. We were all pretty unanimous in the fact that Game Pass Standard is a waste of fucking money, and Game Pass Ultimate is the same thing that people had, but more. So it's silly, and I'm 100% with the FTC on pushing back at this. I wish they would have done their job better the first time, so that maybe this would have gotten looked into a little bit harder. Because like we were saying during the Xbox trial and all that stuff, it's a lot easier to stop things before the momentum builds up than it is to try to slow it down once it's going. They already gave the green light. It's going to be really hard for them to pull back any kind of power from Xbox and how they're handling this.
So so is this going to go through? Like, so what does this mean? Like, what is the FTC, doing to Microsoft? Or are they just being like, you shouldn't do this, but we're going to allow it?
It's a lawsuit, and the fact basically they're trying to halt it and make Microsoft and Xbox reverse the roundup, and claiming that this goes against the stuff that they were saying that they wouldn't do during the initial trials during the acquisition.
But they're not. But this doesn't. They can't revert the buyout, right? Like that's not
the buyout's gonna stay. The only thing that this is trying to do is to stop the price increase. As far as I've gathered.
Do you think that it's actually going to do anything?
No, because the FTC is incompetent. But
I mean, even if the FTC was competent, do you really think that Microsoft is going to allow them to change this? Like, because that some fat cat, somebody somewhere, and again, I could not have written the fucking villain arc for Phil Spencer better than what this dude is doing. That dude, I swear to God, like went from being a beloved hero to, in my eyes, being like, bro, you have gone full blown like mastermind villain now. Like you are Lex Luthor.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I saw this coming.
Yeah, you can say I told you so. Go ahead. Like, there it is. There it is.
And I didn't want to. I want happy, good things for everybody. Welcome back, bud. I want happy, good things for everybody, but I had a bad feeling from the acquisitions get-go. I had a bad feeling for how bad the FTC did in its job of trying to make a case on limiting Xbox's acquisition power. And now we're reaping the rewards of that going through, which is game studios getting shut down, prices going up, and Xbox looking into even more tiers of Game Pass that they can nickel and dime people for.
Gruffy, you are here, by the way. Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, gotcha. It went out like for a split second again.
Yeah. No, you held the longest like stare. I was like, motherfucker's good, bro. Jesus Christ, blink, please.
Yeah, all right.
I don't know, man. This is a shocker. I would say PP predicts, but really Bill predicted it. So Bill part of the PP, so PP predicts. I'm really am saddened by this because I don't care whether you're going to sit here and say, oh, well, Phil Spencer isn't the problem. Phil Spencer wasn't the one that, did XYZ, and he's not the one that, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Like, you are still the face. You're the one that's coming out here. You're the one that promised all of us that this wasn't going to happen. You swore up and down that like you were there for gamers. And I don't know, man, like you're bending us over and fucking us raw, like, every chance that you get. So I don't know how anybody can sit back and kind of be like, this is okay. And yeah, sure, everybody can say, oh, it's because of inflation or whatever. Like, that's bullshit. Like, I get it, but like in my eyes, you just spent $69 billion and you basically are and now it's time, like it's come due, right? And now everybody up top is like, oh, what the fuck, man? We just spent 69 billion. How are we gonna get that fucking back? I don't know. Maybe you should have budgeted your books. I can't go buy a fucking car without having the money to own the fucking car. Like,
this
you know
was always the game plan, though. Like, Game Pass has always been the end goal for them. For sure. And now they feel like after these acquisitions, it has the value to finally bump that price point up. So
sure,
it is what it is. It is, and the argument can be made. It's not a good argument, but the argument can be made that there is enough content within the Game Pass library to warrant the price increase. That argument could be made. It does not change the fact that they increased the price point and gave you nothing.
Right.
So,
or if you stay at the tier that you were at the prior price point, you are losing.
So, right. What? Okay.
And again, I still think the Call of Duty acquisition or the Call of Duty being added to Game Pass is primarily the reason that they are making Game Pass Ultimate the only one that gets the day one exclusives. I 100% agree because they know they can get $5 more out of every dumb COD motherfucker.
Oh, shots fired, but true, so true.
So what? Because again, I've been on sabbatical, and when I went on sabbatical, I went on sabbatical. I literally stepped away from everything social media, everything news related, the whole nine.
Game Pass Standard gives you the Game Pass library with no day one exclusives.
Okay, so
no day one game drops.
So they did. So, all right, I had, but I got rid of this whenever they shut down the other studios. I had Game Pass. Oh, actually, let me tell you about that fucking debacle real fucking quick. So. Go fuck yourself, because I had Game Pass, right? $9.99, right? And I canceled that shit. Do you know that these motherfuckers still billed me not once, not twice, but 3 fucking times? 3 fucking times. And when I went to them and said, hey, y'all are billing me like you shouldn't be. Here's the cancellation request. Here's the screenshot of the chat that I had. Here's the fucking, like, everything through PayPal showing canceled. You know what they told me? I got to go to my bank. I got to go to my bank and get them to cancel it through my bank because they're saying that they can't see why it's being charged or whatever else. And when I call my bank, they're like, yeah, no, there is definitely an authorization for Microsoft. You got to go to Microsoft and fucking cancel it or whatever else. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, so anyway.
They thought the whale would be easy pickings. They didn't think you'd notice with all your other charges.
So does that Game Pass now no longer exist? The $9.99 PC Game Pass, is that no longer a thing?
Well, no, it's just, it's $12 right now.
Yeah, they increased the price on PC Game Pass and gave you nothing.
Yeah.
So I basically I just got charged more money for the same thing.
Yeah, for nothing
more money for the same thing.
Yeah.
And they split Game Pass into 2 different tiers: Game Pass Standard, which does not get day ones, and Game Pass Ultimate, which does get game ones.
And so Game Pass, does PC Game Pass fall under Game Pass Ultimate, or does it fall under Game Pass Standard? So PC Game Pass does not get.
You can buy PC Game Pass Ultimate, you can buy Game Pass Ultimate on PC to get your day ones. But if you buy just PC Game Pass, you'll get just the library of.
So, but you will not get Call of Duty.
No.
When that game comes out day one.
No.
So, how much is PC Game Pass Ultimate?
It's $20. It's not a PC Game Pass Ultimate. It's just Game Pass Ultimate.
So
Game Pass Ultimate gives you access.
Wow.
Let me double check all this just so that we're not
pretty sure,
but I'm pretty sure you're right.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That blows me away. Like, that blows me away that they, because
that's how we felt, man.
PC Game Pass used to get all day ones. Like, I don't even own a fucking Xbox. Why would I don't know. Okay. You know what? I can't believe I'm saying this, and thank God Enigma's not here because I don't have to hear it from him.
So Ultimate gives you both.
Yep.
PC and standard and day one. So if you have Ultimate, you get everything. PC Game Pass itself does get you the day one exclusives.
Okay.
So if you just have PC, you will get the day one games and the game library. It's still $12, though, so they still increase the price on it.
So that extra charge for standard is for their online play then?
Yes.
But that's for console. That's not for PC.
That's for console. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So PC still gets all of the
all right. Well, I'm a little bit less. I'm a little bit less pissed, but I'm still pissed. Like that's still bullshit.
You're still paying more for the same thing.
Yeah. So what I was gonna say that Enigma's not here. I did when I bought my PlayStation. I did buy their PlayStation Plus. Not the standard, but the next tier up, like their exclusive.
Yeah.
Whatever it's called.
You don't need the top tier one because it's all cloud based and it's kind of shit.
Yeah. Actually really happy with that purchase. Like that actually, they have a really good back library, whatever else. I get it. Yeah, it's fine. Like you can say the same thing about PC or about Xbox, whatever, but I don't know. Excuse me.
Well, for you, it makes sense though, because you've never really dove into the PlayStation ecosystem. So you getting that backlog gives you more stuff to play that you probably haven't played before. If you've been in it since like the early days, like I have, there's less of a value there. But unless you like playing old games again, I don't know. It's just we fucking like everybody, the industry went hard against PlayStation because of their fucking pricing bullshit. Now Xbox is just like, I don't know. It's a fucking spiral wasteland. It's just a fucking spiral wasteland.
And everything's going up too. It's not even just Xbox, it's everything.
Yep.
But Xbox don't give you anything more for their price hikes.
No.
Yeah, the FTC, and I don't think this is gonna go anywhere. I doubt it. Yeah. They needed to shut this down prior to acquisition, and they failed to do so. So now we all suffer.
Now it's too late.
Thank you for checking out the patch notes. If you enjoyed this small selection from our podcast, come join us every Thursday at 10:30 p.m. Eastern for the full unfiltered pre-patch podcast. And check out our past shows on anchor.fm/prepatch podcast.